In lecture series on Introduction to Radar Systems, now we are going to discuss the basics of electronic warfare. What is the meaning of electronic warfare? Military action involving the use of electromagnetic energy to determine, exploit, reduce, or prevent hostile use of electromagnetic spectrum and action which retains friendly use of the electromagnetic spectrum. Electronic warfare system can effectively change the flight paths of enemy missiles, misinform enemy administrative and troop control divisions, as well as paralyze entire armies. In effect, electronic warfare denotes a series of well-coordinated operations to destroy or suppress electronic troop control systems and weapons, and to protect similar friendly unit systems. Electronic warfare has traditionally been divided into three categories: electronic support measure or ESM, electronic countermeasures or ECM, and electronic countermeasures ECCM, which is also called anti-ECM. So electronic warfare, this is the ESM, divided into three parts. One is the ECM, another is the ECCM. Now ESM may be divided into several parts like intelligence, ELINT or COMINT, and another one is the detection, direction finding, analysis, identification. Electronic countermeasure may be active or passive. In active we have deception and jamming. Passive we have chemical, mechanical. Electronic countermeasures, anti-active, anti-passive, based on these two. But we are not going to discuss the details of these things because details are extremely complicated thing and they are very big issues actually. So we will discuss basic overview of those things, few of them, those things, not all those things. So first consider ESM. Actions taken to search for, intercept, locate and immediately identify radiated electromagnetic energy for the purpose of immediate threat recognition and the tactical employment of forces. Direction finding of radios and radars is an ESM technique. Next, ECM. Actions taken to prevent or reduce the enemy's effective use of the electromagnetic spectrum. ECM includes jamming and electronic deception. Next, ECCM. Actions taken to ensure friendly use of the electromagnetic spectrum against electronic warfare. One of the problems with ECM and ECCM are the continuous development of one equipment to counter the other. As the ECM specialist produces systems to provide jamming and decoy methods, so the ECCM engineer develops equipment to overcome these methods. Frequently, the same manufacturer are doing both the things. So great strides have been made in artificial intelligence system, and although there is still a long way to go, the era of complete automation will eventually arrive. A vital component of electronic warfare is the provision of programmable software so that the system program can be changed easily. The most up-to-date radar warning receivers and jammers are software controlled and were able to reprogrammed to meet the threats. There are two basic types of ESM. One is the electronic intelligence or ELINT, another is the communication intelligence or COMINT. I am referring to the previous chart that we have already shown. So electronic intelligence primarily dedicated to the interception and analysis of radar emissions from surveillance, fire control or missile guidance radars, and is often allied to an ECM system to provide protection from this. And communication intelligence means, as its name implies, is intended for the interception of communications whether by voice or data link. Both ELINT and COMINT systems are heavily dependent on the digital computer to provide all the analysis functions. The software program upon which these functions are based is keyed in before any operational mission and will carry out the necessary analysis on multiple signals. The processing involved consists of 3 stages in series: sorting of the radar pulses as they come in, segregation of the pulse trains, and identification of the emitters. The combination of ELINT and COMINT work is known as signal intelligence or SIGINT. Electronic intelligence. For platform protection, ELINT is vital in that it provides not only direction finding but also analysis of the incoming signals to provide immediate warning of threat radars, including surveillance, fire control, targeting, and missile guidance systems. Signals from radar systems are intercepted by a warning receiver and are analyzed by an associated processor to give a wide range of parameters, including direction, type of radar, frequency, frequency agility, pulse repetition frequency, and PRF type. Analysis of signals and warning of a threat is virtually instantaneous and enables countermeasures of jamming and or decoy to be initiated. Next is the communication intelligence. COMINT. It provides both interception, direction finding, and analysis of hostile transmissions, primarily to assess the movements and intentions of the opposing forces. The receiving equipment is frequently allied to a computer-based processing and display system, so that automatic position fixing in the land-based role can be carried out by the use of remote controlled stations. Spectra and or sometimes time waveforms are normally provided together with alphanumeric readouts, which include type of transmission, frequency, modulation, and other signal parameters. These parameters are used to determine the types of communication and radar systems in use, whether they are mobile or static, the direction of any movement, and so on. Multi-signal detection and analysis is provided in nearly all equipments, and a map display overprinted with the intercepted information can be incorporated to give the battlefield commander an overall picture of both the tactical and the electromagnetic situations. Next is the electronic countermeasure. ECM is the active part of the EW and is intended to disrupt the surveillance systems of the enemy, whether by radar or radio communications, and also to counter any of his weapons which use electromagnetic, infrared, or laser systems for guidance or aiming. There are two main methods of achieving this: by jamming or by the use of decoys, both of which are effective when used properly. Noise jamming is the use of transmissions to disrupt the enemy's communications channel or to saturate his radar to obscure its target. Although this denies the enemy his this information channel, it also means that the jamming source cannot read the signals for intelligence purpose. Apart from this, modern frequency agile communication systems are no longer easy to jam effectively. Simple noise jamming is still in widespread use in the land warfare scenario, one important application being in remotely operated expandable jammers. This can be hand implants, hand emplaced, then artillery delivered, dropped from aircraft, or used in unmanned aerial vehicles. and serve as short-term jammers for a particular operation. The second method of ECM is the use of decoy, either chaff in the case of electromagnetic threats or flares to combat infrared devices. The use of chaff goes back over 50 years to the Second World War, and the material itself has changed very little. What has changed has been the method of dispersal, and this varies according to the type of platforms. This is an example of chaff cloud. So missile gets confused because of this presence of this chaff. For infrared countermeasures, flare cartridges are ejected from the dispensers, and most dispensers have a dual role of carrying both chaff and flares. Next is the electronic countermeasures. So electronic countermeasures, or ECCM, is the method by which you endeavor to combat the ECM systems of the enemy by either making your equipment ECM resistant or by using techniques to nullify his jamming or decoy systems, or both. Now, objective of ECCM: prevention of radar saturation, enhancement of signal to jamming ratio, discrimination of directional interference, rejection of false targets, maintenance of target tracks, counteraction of ESM, radar system survivability. Now, ECM may be of various types. So first consider the transmitter related ECCM. Now we are not going to discuss the details of those things because they are extremely rigorous, and the thing will be very bigger one. Actually, because of lack of time, we are concentrating only on the overview of this ECCM. So first of all, high power output, then frequency agility, frequency diversity, PRF staggering, PRF jitter, pulse compression, increasing transmitter frequency. So these are the ECCM related to the transmitter of the radar system. That means these things may be changed in a suitable fashion. All these things may be changed suitable fashion in the radar system to counter the ECM. Now consider receiver related ECM. So what we can do at the receiver side of the radar. So we can use constant false alarm rate (CFAR), moving target indicator, sensitivity time control (STC), instantaneous AGC or IAGC, leading edge tracking, logarithmic amplifier, pulse length discriminator or PLD. So these are the few things that we can implement in the radar receiver to counter the ECM. Next, we can have ECCM related to antenna. We can have high gain antenna, high directivity, side lobe blanking or side lobe suppression, polarization agility, control of receiving beam pattern, multi-beam pattern antenna, lobe on receive only, conical scan on receive only. So these are few things that we can apply in antenna part of the radar system to counter the ECM. Again, I am telling, I don't want to go to the details of all these things because all those things are very descriptive type and lot of time will spend. So I am restricting our discussion up to this point. So thank you very much. And and let us stop here right now. We will see you in next class.